Hey guys! Happy Friday! I'm excited it's the weekend, I am. So, tonight on Jazz Katat TV, we are going to talk about kind of the progress that I've been making with the apartment redesign and the space design that we're dealing with. And I kind of went over an overview of how the apartment is right now and especially like highlighted the areas that I wanted to focus on and the areas I've kind of already done. So tonight I just wanted to focus on one area and go over like my thought process and what my plans are for the area. So, with that in mind, put down the seat. I'm going to focus on the living room area here. And basically what I always wanted to do was to create custom built-ins for this area. Because right now you'll see there's an air conditioner over here, and there's a heater radiator, and then there's the TV media console. Which, none of it looks horrible. It's all pretty tidy except for like Tegan's toys just stuffed in the middle there. But, there's not that much clutter going on here. But it just feels a little disjointed to me, design-wise. And I always thought if I had a built-in, I kind of encompass the whole thing like an L shape here. It'll just help bring the whole, this whole area together really nicely. Just make it really nice and clean and professional looking. So, I actually looked into this maybe 8 months ago to get this done. And then I kind of put it aside because of cost reasons, but with this whole journey, it's kind of kicked me in the ass to just kind of start doing things. And so I'm going to bite the bullet and I'm going to do it because I've been thinking about it basically ever since I lived here. So I met with the carpenter artist this week, Alan. He's great. And we went over what we were planning to do. So initially, I'll tell you my whole thought process so you can kind of see what I'm thinking and maybe it'll help you when you're thinking about your spaces. So initially I was thinking it'd be really interesting if I created extra seating here and also to create kind of a warmer environment. So my original thought was to kind of have a built-in that's all the way up here and then dips down here and then it's like seat level all the way around here. And then I can make my own cushions off of that and have kind of like this ottoman type cushion or something that would make the room feel softer and warmer. I kind of wanted this kind of cozy feeling to it, and I thought I could make the cushions and that could be a cool project because I did this ottoman. So that was the initial thought. But after talking to Alan and then Matt agreed as well that a seating area may not be that beneficial or for the space, and it would also decrease the amount of storage because the seating area would essentially have to be even lower than this, and this is pretty low as it is. So we thought that out, and then we decided to go kind of all with storage and no seating area anymore. So then the height now is going to be basically the height of this heat radiator, and it's going to go all the way around in an L, and so it's going to be like about this height. So what do you guys think? Is it going to look good? So the next question was, what's the finish going to be? And my initial thought was just going to be, let's just make it white. Let's make it white wood, nice and clean. But then the idea was introduced that we could do, either two-tone or all wood. And then there was an idea of, the base would be white, and then let's say this here, the top counter piece would be this wood. So it kind of matched the wood here, and we have it in the dining room too. So it would be like a white base and then the wood top all around, which I thought that would be a nice, elegant solution. But after thinking about it, I thought, one, it's going to be a lot of wood tops, and it's going to be maybe a little too warm. And also, one thing that I encourage you to think about when you're doing anything like this, and what I always do is, I'm basing that design off of this coffee table. What if I decide to get a new coffee table? Then I have a built-in based off a coffee table that I no longer have, and it's not that smart to do. So my key thing whenever I'm designing a space is a key staple thing, especially when something is a built-in. You go for something very universal, something that will kind of be able to be changed and go along with many different looks. And then the way you add the little spice to it, the jazz, is you add accents to it. Like for example, you're not gonna pick like a bright red couch. Pick a gray couch, and then you can change it up with whatever pillows or accents you put on it. And you could always change it up as you see fit, instead of all of a sudden you're gonna be stuck with a red couch and you want to change the whole thing, and then it's just gonna be a very expensive adjustment. So with that in mind, I decided against the wood of this color wood, but I did like the idea of having it like a different texture or two-toned in some way. So what we decided to do is the base is going to be white, painted flat wood, but then the top is going to be an oak with some texture to it. That's also being painted white, but it's going to be kind of a play on textures, which I'm really big on, especially in this apartment. I don't know, you can see is my wallpaper here, it's white, it's a white wall, but it's actually a textured wallpaper. So I'm very big on kind of playing with textures. So it works perfectly. So that's what we ultimately decided. So I decided with white, and then just a plain white, and then the top is going to be oak, so it's going to have a grain to it, but it's going to be the same color white. And then another thing I decided as well is that instead of just having the tabletop that oak, I went ahead and asked Alan to do the sides as the oak as well, so it kind of feels like it's enclosed. I thought I'd give it a little bit more interest. We'll see. Maybe I made the wrong choice, but I feel pretty confident with it. So those are the choices I made. So this here is the radiator, and this is the AC, so that's like the storage. But we went ahead and made this an additional door, so that's going to be a little nook where you can do storage. And then this whole piece here is storage as well. One thing that I just decided to do, and we'll see if I regret it. I don't think I will. It's going to be fun. But I have this silly thing where I always wanted a fireplace. And I thought if I'm going all in on this, and I'm kind of designing the space that I want and the space that I'm going to love, why not go in and do what I always wanted to do? So, obviously I can't make a real fireplace. I think my neighbors upstairs would get really kind of upset, considering there's like, how many floors above us? 20 floors, so you'd have to go 20 apartments up. Anyway, that's not an option. So, I don't know if you've seen it, but they have these electric fireplaces that are smokeless, and they don't even give off that much heat because I should know more about the technology. Anyway, I can Google it and send it to you if you're interested. But I found one, at first I found one that was like 50 inches long with this landscape aspect ratio, and it would have been awesome and super dramatic. It basically would have taken up this whole wall. But I stepped back and came back to reality on that one, because that would be a little ridiculous and over the top, and then I would have no storage, which would be very unpractical. But as an alternative, I found a smaller one that is 23 inches wide. Unfortunately, not landscape. It's kind of a box, normal kind of rectangle box aspect ratio. But so 23 inches will only take up maybe like this amount of space. So it won't take up the whole space, and I'll get all this with storage too, and the height will be increased. So like it's a good amount of storage. And to be honest, the storage like this here, we don't even use it right now. So I'm not super concerned with storage, but obviously, especially when you're living in small spaces, you want to get as much storage as possible. So I'm going to do the electric fireplace. So we'll see how it goes. It might be a bust. If it's a bust, you can always replace it and just put in normal storage. So, why not try it? One thing that I will say about the electric fireplace, and Matt was a little hesitant, when I mentioned this, but he's come around, is instead of your initial thought being to center the fireplace in the middle of the unit, which makes sense, but for some reason I love things, well, I like things when they're asymmetrical, but offsetting the fireplace would be a really interesting design element, and I think would really work well with the space. So what I'm doing, instead of going with the traditional in the center, I'm actually offsetting it, so the fireplace is going to be on this end. So it's going to be on the end, and then this is just going to be all storage here, nice clean white panels, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It should be ready in like 2 to 3 weeks. So in the meantime, I'm going to purge what I need to purge and prepare for it. I'm really excited about it. The other thing that I'll say about this space that Matt and I are talking about now that we're doing this is we're looking at the TV. And often TVs in any space usually take up a big amount of space, and unfortunately is usually the center point of the room for obvious reasons, because you want to sit there and watch TV. But for years I always looked at ways to hide the TV, just because, you know, it's such a valuable space, and even though TVs aren't necessarily unattractive, you know, it'd be nice if you didn't have to have this just blank screen here. So Matt and I were talking, especially since we're going to have a very clean white kind of look here, and wouldn't it be awesome if we did not have this TV here and invested in a projector system instead? So it's not guaranteed we're going to do it, but we just started researching it. I'm kind of excited about it, especially with the new schedule. Honestly, I feel like we don't have that much time. Huh?
If people have ideas for
Oh, you have
projectors.
ideas?
No, if people have ideas for projectors.
Sorry. Yes, and if you have ideas for me, feel free to send them, because this is all a work in progress, and I welcome ideas and input. I've already been talking to certain groups online, like minimalist groups and whatnot, and I've gotten really great input and kind of advice and ways about doing it. So if you have any input, you know, write it down, let me know. I'm more than happy to listen to it. So we might put a projector in here, we don't know, but it would be awesome if this was all clean and then we just had the white built in. Other than that, you know, it's going well. I just need to keep on going, and the workout sleep schedule, we ended the first week, and I feel pretty good. One thing is, one day out of the week I was pretty tired, but that was for other reasons. But otherwise, I'm feeling pretty energized. How about you, Matt? He gave me a thumbs up. And I don't know, I don't have anything much else to say. I was going to mention this stuff, but I will save that for another one, since I feel like I went a little over for this one, and I don't want to bore you too much. But, like I said, if you have any ideas, let me know. And if you want me to cover anything specifically, also let me know. I already had someone request that I go over my artwork, or the artwork that's hanging in the apartment, and I'm more than happy to do that, so I'm going to do that for one of the episodes. And if you have anything specific in mind for any specific part of this journey, or something that you always wanted to kind of delve in, like go into further, a topic or something, let me know, and I'll be happy to go in it with you. So that's all, guys. Have a great weekend.